All right. Um, can someone hear me? Hello.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening. Um, all right. So, how you guys doing? How are we?
Fine. Oh, fine, and you?
Yeah, we're good. We're fine. I'm okay. We are just 4 here. Wow, that's not
Network
encouraging.
has been a little bit bad. I've had some issues trying to
Okay.
join. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm even thinking if the 5 day class in a week, if it's too stressful for us, I can just cut it down to three. Oh. I don't know. What do you think?
So I did not hear what you said last well. Oh. Can you? I did not
Like
hear well.
the 5 days class is too much for us. Is it too much? Do you think it's too much, or we should cut it down to three?
No, it's not too much
Are you sure?
in my own opinion, but you can ask others.
Okay, I'll put a poll. I'll raise a poll and put on the group so we know what
Okay.
next to do.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. So I will share my screen now. Let me know when you can see my screen. Come, come, come. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, I
Okay.
can see your screen.
All right. So hope you guys are with the photo we'll be using that picture I sent on the group so that you follow along. Right. Let me see if I can send it to this so we can be seeing it. I'm trying to get it so I'll display it on my computer here. Just hold on. Please just stay on the call. Excuse. Trying to get the photo. Alright, I think I know where to get it. Let's go to mirror. Yes, I think it's on mirror here. Can you guys still see my screen? Confirm if you can see my screen, please.
Yes, we can. I can. I can see it.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Alright. That is loading. I'm coming. Let me try and get the picture. Website. Wireframe. Um, Then I should have done this before now. it's coming up. Hold on. Not these. Like you guys are with the photo, right? That picture I sent on the group. I'm just trying to get it here. I don't know why it's not coming up. Sorry, oh, I'm coming. Yeah, can someone hear me?
Yes, good
Yes,
evening.
I hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Just a minute. Where did I keep this? Last open. I stored it somewhere. Last modified. Uh, last modified. Hmm. Dun. Is there a way someone can? Okay. Yes, I can do this. Just hold on. Sorry, you. Alright, this is the outline.
Person cover head, they kill you. You won't come out in place, make you see you well.
I can hear you. This
I
streaming
know
live on
in
YouTube.
cover head, cover hand.
They can hear you publicly.
Wait, Jesus, I forgot to.
Don't worry.
I didn't know I was not a mood. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Sorry, guys, I'm coming. Let me send it to the group now. To the call. Right. Enter. All right. So we have it here. So this is what I've been trying to get. Can we all see this? Hello? Can we see this?
Yes, I can. I can see
All
it.
right. So
I can
we
see
are
it.
going to do a bit of a practical today, right? Something different. This is what I expect you guys to do. Thank God you guys have access to this document. So today we'll be focused more on the HTML elements, right? So if HTML element is new to you, let me see your hands, like thumbs up if you have not heard of HTML elements before. Are you serious? I've seen a hand though. Wait though, if you have never heard of HTML elements, just thumbs up. Who is this? Wait, okay. I can't see the person's name. Wait, let me go here. Okay, now I can see that person that is raising hand. If you have never heard of HTML elements, now the blessing. You want to say something? Bello, you want to say something? You can go ahead and say something though. Bello, please go ahead. Blessing, you can go ahead. Say something. I just want to be sure. Can someone hear me still? Hello? Can someone hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
it appears there are some people here who have never heard of HTML element before, even though I had dropped some things to go and read about before the class. That's fine. We'll try to start from there. So because of this, we might not cover up what I plan to do today, since, since some of us might not know what HTML element is. So let me just ask, like, who knows what is HTML? What's HTML? What's the full meaning of HTML? Yeah, let me start from there. Who wants to talk? Hello, those that know what HTML element. Please, the floor is yours.
HTML is
Hello.
hypertext mock link.
Hypertext.
Mark link or mock link. I don't know.
Markup.
The
Are you
element is
markup
header
language?
markup
Okay, hypertext markup language,
Markup
right?
language.
language. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think the element are those headers.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well done. So, HTML elements, right? Let's go into this document first. Let me proceed. All right. Looking at this now, what do we see in this diagram? Like, I know we are going to design this, right? What do we see? We see um a container, rectangular container, right? Who can tell me the reason why I call this a container? This rectangular stuff. Hmm?
I think it's a container because it is inside this the content here.
Okay, because it contains things
Change
inside,
the content.
right?
Yes.
Very good. So we know our basic English now. What a container? A container is used to store some things inside, right? So when we
Yes.
see a design like this, right? Whenever there is something or a content inside that um section, we call it a container. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
so the next step will be to, how are we going to, we have seen something like this, how do we design this, how do we reproduce this, right? So there are some things they have given to us that we would use to do what, produce what we see here, and that stuff is called what, HTML elements. So those elements, those HTML elements are those elements that are given to us. It's a markup language that we use in our HTML file, those elements to produce things like this. Are we good? Don't worry, we'll
Yes,
see
sir.
the practical part of this. Fine. So we are going to look at the different, there are different types of, there are so many HTML elements out there, over 50, 100, you can count if you want to count, that would focus on the one that we would use to achieve this design, right? We focus on the one we use to achieve this design. So the first one we look at is um, div. We have the div element. Let's start with the div element. Who can tell me what a div element is?
It's a block element.
Okay, a div element is a block element, right? What are block
Yes.
elements?
Used to make to remove a paragraph or spaces.
To remove paragraph or spaces. Really? Okay.
Block element is a whole space or line. Like they don't kind of share their space with other like um inline elements that you can put side by side. I don't even understand.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So according to what I've heard, right? So block elements, they always start on a new line, right? We'll see everything play out now, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
let's,
yes.
you guys can see my screen now, right? Let's do something like practical. So the first element we'll be looking at is what? Div. So what I will do now is, this is the document. Everyone can access this document, right? Let me just copy this first. There's something I'm going to do now. Okay, fine. So HTML element, right? We have this. Cool. The first one we'll be looking at is the what? The div. Hmm? So this is what will happen. We'll look at, first of all, we'll start with HTML element. Then we then look into CSS, right? Let's say types of CSS. We'll be taking it bit by bit, right? Any new thing we come across, we'll put it here, then go and apply it in our project. This is our small project we work on. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool. So let that one be there. Our first element is the div. It is the div, right? So let's go to our HTML, our Visual Studio VS Code. I'll try to do a preview here so we see what is going on. First of all, let me just create, these are our components and these are our pages. For now, we are not going to make use of it. Since we are not we need to understand the basic before we attempt to create those components, right? So I'm going to create a folder and call it like practice, right? So that we'll just be using it for our practice. Let's call it maybe index.html. All right, so this is it now, the apply, and here we are. Presently there is nothing here. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, we can. I can.
Yeah.
So div elements, according to what our brothers and sisters said, they said it always starts on a new line. It occupies the full width available. This is a line. This place is the entire body, right? This is the body of this HTML file, right? So now if I want to, I'm going to use a div element to write 1 2 3 4 5. So this is what I mean. So we all see the difference. Div 1 2 3 4 5. Let me use this. 2 3 4 5, right? This is supposed to, right, let me do it again. Someone is raising hand. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please. I don't know how you arrived here. I'm kind of lost.
Okay, was your screen lagging? Okay, let me come again. That's fine. All right. So, like I said, we are starting with HTML elements. We want to look at HTML elements. Like I began with, this is a design given to us, right? And to achieve this, we'll be using some HTML elements to design this, right? So the first HTML element now will be div. We'll look at what divs are and why we need to use div in some cases. Are we good? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So let's go to the code and do a preview. All right. So we have 5 divs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And someone might ask, why is it that? Okay, go on, ask, George.
Which extension is this that isn't to load the preview of this code?
It's a live preview, show preview.
Live preview.
Yeah, like live
Okay.
preview, yes. I can send you the link on how to install it. I'll send you the link if you're interested in it. I'll
Okay,
just send
thank
you
you,
the
sir.
link. Just remind me. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks. So we have 5 divs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I want to achieve, right, is this. I want to achieve this outline. Let me come here. This is what I want to achieve. Okay, I want to achieve this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But I am getting what? I'm actually getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each line. Why is that so? Why is it not giving me everything in one line? So that's what we'll do. I'm going to use styling. Don't bother about this, what I want to use do for out. The reason for using my styling is because I want to know if each of these div is occupying everything on this is occupying the width of the entire space, right? Don't bother about this stuff or this styling that I want to use. We'll come to it first. I just want to um, background color red. All right, don't bother about this styling. I want to know if each of these div is containing, right, 4, 5. So let me give it blue, green, yellow, um, which other color again, save, white, no, black, no, which color again, brown and red. Okay, fine. Based on our knowledge of div, right, what did we say a div is? The first thing is that a div does what? It starts on a new line. Then secondly, it occupies the full width available, right? So looking at this now, we see that whenever we use a div, what happens? If we use div here, we notice that it occupies the full width of that line. Are we good? And
Yes, yes.
what I want to achieve is I want to make sure that I want to achieve this, actually this output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the one not to occupy what? The entire width, so that 2 can also occupy that same line, 3 can also occupy the same line, 4 can occupy, and 5 can occupy, right? So what element do I use instead to achieve that, knowing fully well that div doesn't give me what I want?
You can use span.
All right, so span, right? Fine. Before I go into span,
Yes.
now I want to ask, is div an inline or it's a block? Is it inline or a block?
It's a block level
Div.
element.
It is a block.
block.
Why is it a block?
Yes.
Because you said it contains full width and it does not allow space for any other element.
Exactly, right? So whenever I see, maybe I'm given a task, this is a task, and the task is to design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very basic. I cannot use div for this scenario because looking at this now, this is more like inline than a block, right?
Yes.
Before I proceed, if you are not clear, just thumbs up, please. I just want to. I know this might be tricky for some of us that are hearing it for the first time. Let me see who is raising their hand. I'm coming. All right. If you are not clear, please raise your hand. Like thumbs up if you are not clear.
Please, what is the difference from? I want to know the difference from inline and block.
All right. Inline and block, right? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. I've not gone into that yet. Who else? Moses, you were the one that raised that, asked that question.
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. Who else has another concern? Please, if you are not clear, just raise your hand and just tell me where before I proceed. Just want to carry everyone along, please. All right, Komzi, go ahead.
Please, I didn't understand. Maybe I'm just joining new, but I don't know. The div and the spa, how the whole thing comes about.
The what?
The spa elements and the
Don't
div, I don't.
don't look at that style. Just leave the style. The styling was just to help me know where the width ended in the body. Just don't bother yourself about the style for now. Hmm? Don't bother yourself about the style for now.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
just don't bother yourself about the style for now. Okay. All right. Canada, you said you are confused. Please, where? Canada. All right. Okay, let's proceed then. Difference between block and inline, right? So the difference between block and inline, we are going to see now. A block does what? It occupies the entire width of that line. Hmm? Meanwhile, for inline, it does not occupy the entire width. Now watch what will happen. Let's do this. We are going to do this now. Now someone proposed that we use span, and we know span is what? An HTML element, right? That's a new word for some of us. So what I would do, since we are now using a new word called span, which is an HTML element, would go to our document and do what? And put what? The next one, which is what? Span. Are we good? Are we good? Let's see what span does. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Dora, yeah, you can ask.
Okay. Sorry, I hear span and I hear inline. Are they the same?
Don't worry, I will come to that. Like inline, it's more like it helps us to understand block and inline, right? It helps us to understand HTML elements. Like if someone asks you now, what is a div? Like what is a div? Div is what? Div is a block element. Like the block is trying to describe what the div is. I don't know if you get.
Yeah.
A div is a block element. Why is it a block element? Because it occupies what? The entire
The whole.
width of that line. Hmm? Meanwhile,
Okay.
span, let's use span and see what the behavior of how span would display. Denoted as this, right? We would have 5 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
Are you clicking on enter
4,
to
5. Yes.
put?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. If I should get you typed span and you clicked enter, I gave you the first one. Then
Yes,
he
I
gave you the
just
second one,
copied
gave you
it.
the third
Yeah,
one,
I
gave you the
just
fourth, and
copied
gave
it
you the
and
fifth one.
pasted it.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I just copied it and pasted it
So there's
instead of.
one extension to that. To,
Sorry.
there's one extension
No, this is
I
what I
think
did.
you have an extension
No, this is
that
what I did.
completes.
Like I typed in the first. Like, okay, wait. You mean I do this span, right?
Yes,
Then enter.
yes.
This autocomplete. They call it autocomplete. Once you click enter, it will complete it for you, right? Are you clear? So I just need to display 4 span on it, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I copied it, then I just pasted it, Ctrl V, this 3, 4, 5. That's all. Then if you don't want to do that, you can just type it manually, like type it now manually. So I have my 1, 2, 3. Don't worry, if you guys are not clear with this, there are different patterns I will use to. Once I'm done with this class, I will just send a feedback form to the group. If I see the total number of people that were not clear, I'll try and use a different approach. So no, don't be scared. Okay. All right. So now I'm using span to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not getting 1 on each line. Why is that so? Okay, let me do this. Let me just use the style to tell me the location of each of the elements. Don't be bothered about this style for now, please. Okay, it's just for us to understand and see where the container ends. Okay, all right. So we have blue, brown, what else, green, and finally yellow. All right. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So who can tell me why we're having this behavior? Like, why is it that we use span and it wasn't giving me the same behavior with the div? Who wants to try?
Why?
Because okay, sorry. I can say it's because there are different elements, so they are, have different functions to do.
Okay, thank you. Who else?
Okay, I will say it because, like you've been explaining, div is block, and any element that is under block, we display that this thing property of block, which is to contain the entire width. So span is now an inline. So any element that is inside inline, we display that behavior of each of them standing by each side. So that's what
Okay,
span is doing. It's just doing the behavior of
all right,
elements.
all right. Thank you very much. Okay, so to get it clearly, right? Div, just get this straight. Div is what? Div is a block element. And someone will ask you, why is it a block element? It is because it occupies what? The entire width in that particular line, right? But whenever we use span, span is what? Span is not a block element, but it is what? It is an inline element. Why is it an inline element? It's because it takes the width of the contents of the um, element. Like, you see this one here, this one now, the width is taking the contents of one. Do you get? So if I should put another, if I put different things inside, watch what will happen. It is taking the width content, it's taking the width of the content. You get? I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, yeah, we understand.
All right, so just get this straight. For div are block element because even if we have just one value here, or you see all these stuffs here, all these things you are seeing here, they are spaces, they are empty spaces. But with div, it will take the entire width of that line, even if it's not using those spaces. But for span is what? An inline element, because it does what? It takes the width of the content of the HTML element. The content of this red is what? 137666. And if I ask, why is it that this width, this red width is longer than this blue? Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why the width of this is longer than this other blue?
Because the content is more than the others.
Okay, so inline element does what? It takes the width of someone to meet, please. Inline element takes the width of the content, right? The width content, while div does what? Takes the entire width in that line, even if we just have just a small content in that HTML element. Are we clear? If you are not clear, thumbs down, please. Thumbs down if you are not clear.
Please run it.
Sorry?
Run it. Let's see. Run it. Let's see the practical.
The practical?
As in, run it. Let's see how it appears.
Eh? You can't see this part.
That is the running now. Look at
This is
the
the
running.
running. See it here. This is it here.
Okay.
See the
It's not
div.
that I see. I can see.
Let me comment it
Okay.
here. Let me comment this one here. See, we just have div. It's occupying the entire width in that line. 2 is occupying the
Okay.
entire width. But whenever we use what? If we use what? Let me comment this out. If we use span doesn't take the entire width of that line. It takes the width of the content, right? Just
Okay.
get the difference,
Yes.
because you'll be given designs to do, and you are the programmer, you are the front-end person. You will be the one to decide on which elements you need to use to achieve that design. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, fine. So let's do a little bit of practical. I want to achieve this. Let's say I have 1 2 3 4 um 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, let's see. Let me use 1 2. So I want to achieve this 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Maybe 1 2 3. Okay, all right. So how am I going to go about this? I want to achieve this 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. You can tell me what's the first step? What's the first thing I need to do? Meaning we are not going to look at this our design for today, because some of us we need to understand what HTML elements are, right? So what's the first step? Who would suggest? Canada. Yeah, is Canada on the call?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you suggest now? How are we going to go about this design? We want to design this.
We're going to use span.
For the first one, right?
Yes. Yes. For
Okay, so let's see. All right, so span, that's one. Wait, let me use this instead so that I'm coming. I see everything here. Let me use my notepad, my sticky notes. Hold on. Right. Let me minimize this. Right. So I want to design this. Let me copy it here. So we make use of this. Alright. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we would use span to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Congratulations. So how do we achieve the next line? 1, 2, 3.
I think it's the same thing.
I would use span, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. Now watch how and why. Like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I use span, but actually it's still printing everything on the same line.
That means we have to go back to div as a container and then span it again.
Eh?
To go to the next.
We may use a BR bracket in between. BR bracket in between.
No, we are not using any
Between the
BRO. No use BRO. We are using div. We are not
okay.
using div and span.
The
We are using cheat code, and I have not gone into BR yet too.
okay.
Alright, somebody is raising like this. Our 1, 2, 3, 4 is this span 2, 3, and 4, right? Now you are saying we should use span to print out the 1, 2, 3, but this span now is still printing them on this same line. Okay, what did I say about a div? Let's go back to our definition. What was the definition of a div? I think we would have to write it first. The first definition of a div is what? It does what? It occupies what? The full wait, let me remove this. The full width of what? The full width available in that line, right? Okay. So what was the second definition of the width? I know I gave two. I gave two.
It's a container.
Okay.
It's a container.
A container. What else? I remember I gave one other one. Once we know that one, then to help us to achieve that.
Block.
A block and I still this. Okay, Ayana. It is a block element. Yeah. Next one. There's one unique this thing. I'll just give us 30 seconds before I say it. Anybody that answer it 500 naira.
HTML.
It occupy the entire width.
Yeah, is this one? Yes. 500 naira is going no.
HTML element.
Okay. 10 seconds left.
It occupy the
start
entire width of the
it
same line.
starts and end the full length.
5 seconds. Hey. Okay.
It
500
starts
naira.
in a new line.
Exactly. Who said that? Who was that? Let me take down your name.
It comes the
I helped her out too.
it comes the 500 naira.
What's your name again?
It comes the sir.
Okay, Kamzi. Just send me a message or private message to my WhatsApp. Just remind
I
me of the
helped her out
500 naira.
too.
It starts on a new line. That's what I want to get. So if you look at this now, my aim is actually print this 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2, 3, I need it to print in the next line. So am I still going to use span for this one? Am I going to use span for this?
No, no,
So what will I use?
no.
I'll use what?
A
Okay.
div.
All right. So we are thinking like a programmer. Yeah, that's nice. I would use one, and it's giving me this one on the next line, which is this, right? Now, how do I get these 2 and the 3?
You use span. Span 2, span. The other
Exactly.
one starting
All right.
span 2,
2.
span 3.
Okay, cool. Well done.
It will work. Oh. If we go to the next line.
3. Okay. We have encountered something. It's going to the next line. Why is it going to
You
the
use
next
B.
line?
Yes,
Why is it going to the next line?
because that has occupied the entire width, so it's taking span to the next line for it to continue.
Sharp, sharp,
Beautiful.
sharp.
Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So how do we achieve this thing now? We have tried
Can
div.
I
You use,
try?
Okay, you can
okay.
try. You can try. This is a practical stuff. I don't mind. Okay, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. You are moving fast, teacher, actually, because from what I'm seeing here, we are going to do nesting now. We are already taking us to nesting. You are going to use div as a container, and then you now span those numbers 1, 2, 3 inside that div. I hope it works.
Okay. I've not gone into parent and children. No, I didn't want to go into there for
That's
now.
why you don't.
But it's going to lead us to something. Yeah, it's going to. The reason for this is at the end of this our trial by error, right? I will now ask, is there any way we can achieve this with this div and span only? Is there any way, like, is it possible to achieve this using div and span? There is no parent child stuff, right? You can talk.
I don't know if BR will work here.
BR Abby. That is leading us to our solution, sir. But without any, if we are presented with, there will be a task that will be given, and you are conditioned, like you need to know how to think about how to do things, right? There will be a task saying use div and span only to reproduce something. So if we are given this now and we are asked to use div and span, if it cannot be done, you say it cannot be done. So I would ask now, can div and span only give us this output?
Yes, sir.
Let's try it now.
Yes, we can. You can achieve it with deep and span.
Okay, so how do we do that?
So let me suggest.
So
Okay.
This span we enter into that 1, then 2, then
Yes.
the div will cover it
Beautiful. Let's
totally.
see. So 1, 2, 3, right? So the div will enter into what?
Is it?
Into this
The
span.
span will enter into
No. Div is the
this,
container. Div is
this
the
span 2.
container. Then we go inside it.
Div will be the container, then span will go inside it.
no,
Yes, I get
That
it.
is the one.
But I've not gotten to that part. I've not gotten to the parent. I know what you are saying. You are saying this, right? You are saying this. The inside this might have span. Abby, this is what you are saying. Is this what you are
Yes,
saying?
yes.
But we have not gotten to this place yet. I just want to
can you hear me,
ask.
sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think we can use deep to achieve that.
Div.
So we write the number. Yes. Can
Like,
you go back to the? I think you change it.
you mean this one that I clean?
Yes.
Okay, no,
No,
no.
no. Before that. Before that.
All right. Wait. All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, on the note, on the sticky note that you, yeah,
This is it.
what we want to achieve that 1, 2, 3
Yes.
in the circle line.
Yes.
Yes. So we write the 1, 2, 3 in the div.
The 1, 2, 3. Hey, this my guy. No, nah. The condition is one value per element. You are saying this
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
But we can achieve it with that.
But no, the condition is one value per element. Thank you.
Okay.
If
Okay.
not, we would have just come here and just say 1, 2, 3, 4 straight up. We'll just do here 1, 2, 3, 4. But no.
Okay. Okay.
Yo,
What if we use brackets?
how do I use
So
the bracket?
then we'll remove div, then put brackets before the second span.
I'll remove the div. This div.
Bracket.
Sorry.
And put,
And put
Please, I
what?
can't see your screen.
I think it's your network. I'm trying to
BR.
see my screen. Okay. Yeah. No
We can
worry.
see your screen.
I
Can
think
you share it?
you have to rejoin. Oh, sorry. It's your network.
I've
remove
done that
remove
twice.
the div. And put BR.
Alright, I'm coming to the BR. Wait, hold on. Let me reshare. Sorry. I'm coming. It seems some of us are confused. Let me reshare first.
I want to snapshot the
I think I got it.
the function of div before you remove the screen.
No, it's the document. We have access to it. Check the group description. You will see it there. The link is there already. Check the.
Your right top of div, the function.
Sir.
Okay. This is it here.
Your right top.
Yeah.
You
Let me
have
switch.
access
Thank
to
you.
this document. It's on the group. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
It's on the group already.
Okay.
That person, can you see my screen now? Okay, George. Go ahead, George.
So like I think I had the connection problem, but when I came back, I think I was trying to get something and I don't know the question.
Okay. All right. Thank God we are recording this. It's fine. We are trying to design
Sir.
this.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. This is what we are trying to design. So the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4. We use span to achieve that 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this. Now we want to achieve 1, 2, 3.
Sir.
Yes.
You want to achieve 1, 2, 3.
Yes. On the next line.
And you don't want to use span again.
You can use the condition is span and div.
Span and div.
Mm.
To get this 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, fine. I think we have wasted much time. We are not. It's impossible for us to use span and div to achieve that. So I'm going to add extra. We are going to add. I want to add extra element to it to help us, and that is BR.
Okay.
Break.
So this is how we do it too.
Are you
It's
not
still.
telling that one?
Now I want to put it now so that we see it now. I want to put it now. Alright, so after span, but wait, do I need to write the okay, wait first. Break. BR. BR is break, right? Okay. Right. Then BR is break. Later we'll find out. Okay, span. Let's write the definition for span. What's the definition for span? It does what?
An inline element.
Okay, it is an inline element. What again? It occupies what?
It allows space for other elements.
Okay, it occupies the content of the width, abi, right? It allows space for other values or content, right? Then it's an okay.
Yes.
We are good with that. So BR now.
Yes.
What's the usefulness of BR?
For break
line.
in line.
All right, break line, or we call it line break, right? It's
Yes.
a line break, right? So that is telling us that it's like it's more like it enables us, it takes us to a new line per se, right? So in that regard, now I have my 1 2 3 4. Now I want this other 1 2 3 to go to the next line. To achieve that, I just use what? BR, and that's all. Then here, what will be here? What will be here?
Span.
Span, right? Span, which is 1 2 3, and we are good. 2 3. Let's see what is there. 1 2 3. You see, we're on the same track now. Now what do I use now to print this 1 2 3 4 5 on the next line?
BR again.
BR. Is someone confused? Thumbs up if you are confused, please. Okay, yeah, you can go ahead. We have 3 minutes more. Yeah, Bello, you can ask your question. Bello, you can ask your question.
Already write all these codes the same thing with yours, but when I print, it didn't show me the same thing with yours.
Sorry, come again.
I say I have already write all this code like
Okay.
yours, but when I print it didn't show me the same thing with yours.
Okay, did you
That is
do
the
control
question.
save? Did you save it? Did you save your file? Like control S?
Yes, I have already saved it,
Okay,
but
probably
I don't know the.
okay, I think we'll reconnect after now. Yeah, we'll reconnect after now. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So let's
Goodbye.
proceed. So 1 2 3 4 5. We use BR. Bello, can you mute?
Okay. Yes. Let me mute.
So 3 4 5. To achieve this, 1 2 3 4 5. We understand this now, right? Right?
Yes. Yes.
Then to achieve this
Yes.
1 2 finally, what are we going to use? What's the
Line
next
break
thing?
and continue.
All right.
We can use div.
Line break and
Line break.
You can also use div, I think.
Sorry?
You can also use div. What's it? The end, I think.
Okay. Div. So here will be what? But wait, oh, funny enough. Let's do something. Oh, funny enough, oh, I didn't think of this. So, do you know div actually does the same work with BR? Like it takes us to the next line. So had it been we just put our div, then we don't type anything. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like in this BR, instead of using BR, we use what? Div. Then don't put anything. This one we use div. Don't put anything inside. And this one
Okay.
we use a div and don't put anything inside. It takes us to the next line and we continue. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that.
Yes, sir. That means we achieve the thing without using BR.
Exactly. Hey, some of us might be confused though. Wait. Please, if you are confused, thumbs up or thumbs down if you are confused, please. Wow. Okay. Bello, you're raising hands. Go ahead. All right. So I think I'm going to do something now. I will still try and recreate this section again. I'll still try and recreate this section because I know some of us are still confused with today's section, right? The HTML stuff. Because I assume that everyone knew HTML, so I didn't really prepare much for. I would have done more of the practice, yeah, like giving us like tax, beginner kind of tax to start with. That since most of us are hearing this for the first time, so it might be a struggle. I will try to come up with a better approach tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I don't want to
Yes.
I don't want to take much of our time. I respect people's time a lot. So it's as this exceeding this 11 o'clock, I'm interfering with your private affair. So we just end here, right? Continue tomorrow. Still on this HTML. So by tomorrow, everyone will be cleared and everyone will understand this better, right?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right, that's fine. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Moses, go ahead. You guys can
Please,
leave.
Thank you.
Okay.
if I want to be a host, how will I do it?
You want to be host in this our Google
Host.
Meet?
Yes. I need to download Google Meet.
You can actually do like, okay, you are using your phone presently.
Yes. Yes.
You can go to Play Store and download the Google Meet. Yeah.
Okay. Then how do I create a link?
Okay, the option is that once you open it, there will be an option that says you should create a meeting. Yeah, you create a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, but if
Then
you are confused, you just reach out to me. Yeah.
okay. Then there are options to share screen and all that.
Yes. There are options for that. Yeah. Class has ended.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Bello, you can stay
Thank
on
you,
the
sir.
call. You can stay on the call so that I'll check yours now. You guys can leave. Oh. Bello, you can stay on the call.